Hey there, sweetness. How goes it? I do hope that it goes well. Quick name of the game. If there's anything that's connected to this collective that's beautiful, I invite you to take that shit with you. If, however, nothing here resonates, that's all right. You just leave it right where you fucking found it. It's probably a piece of information that was meant for someone else in the collective. You should never take something off the table, or in general, that does not belong to you. Please keep in mind that time may be fluid as well as energy, and let's get into it. Shall we? Yes. Yes, we fucking shall. What are we getting into? Stoney soup. It would not let me do stoner soup for the title. It literally told me cannot stream. So we're doing Stoney soup. Shanty shaman messages for the collective. Please do the tribe a favor. Make sure you get those legs up on your way in. Also, please make sure you check your subscription status. Both are free. Spirit of love, truth, grace, and guidance. Please guide myself, guide these messages, guide this collective. Please guide us all, always, always. Thank you. So, Stoney soup dictates we open with the alphabet. No. Just a moment, please. Let me get just a little more situated. Okay. Messages for the collective, please. What do we need to chew on today? All right, I'm going to read out what we have and see what we get. If you guys see anything that I don't, feel free to put it in the comments. Let, L-E-T, 3 of. Let 3 of us. $sign though. QKOE. With this little jumble, sometimes I see things that aren't actually there completely and wholly in the physical. I got something about let 3 of us co-create with the, and I hesitate to say like woke, but like the awoken. FOOL. Fool. The Fool card. Getting something about only the fool needs to be coddled. Something about 300. 300 of us keep queendom. I'm seeing something about a kettle. Maybe a tea kettle or a kettle in general. Something needs to be settled. Something needs to be felt. Something that has seldomly been felt. Something about being thrice dealt. Something about a fuse. Clues. Tuesday. Somebody's making a fuss about something on a Tuesday. What am I starting to dust? 11 a.m. on a Tuesday? It's a song. Something about a quest. Thank you. The Hierophant. The Page of Cups in the reverse. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords in the reverse. The Queen of Swords in this deck, when in the reverse, comes to speak of malice, bigotry, artifice, prudery, and deceit. That's at the bottom of the deck. The Hierophant comes to speak of marriage alliance, captivity, servitude, mercy, and goodness, inspiration, the man to whom the current has recourse. And that Page of Cups reversed. Taste, inclination, attachment, seduction, deception, and artifice. Owe us. Getting something about these people think that the world owes them something. Somebody's meant to knock that kind of energy straight out of the ballpark. With their goodness, their mercy, their inspiration, their servitude. High Priestess when I cut the deck. Messages for the collective, please. Thank you. 10 of Cups in the reverse. Again, Queen of Swords in the reverse. And she's like, voila, ta-da. Like, there's no happiness. Oh, I'm getting something about someone doesn't find their happiness just strictly from within. It's like they find it in their servitude as well. They're a keeper. I'm going to read that 10 of Cups in the reverse. It's already is first page I open. Repose of the false heart, indignation, and violence. What I'm getting, it's an energy of straight up release, letting go of negativity. There's like, whatever that was, is a whole lot of energy about being unfaithful, cheating, lying, yuck. And so that, I think, is a part of what's being woken up from. The collective as a whole is waking up and being called to wake up from partaking in that type of energy from any angle whatsoever. I'm not here to judge what side of what you fall on, but deceit, yeah, get the fuck out of here. No more of it. No more deception. And it's like specifically something about either 3 or 300 being able to bring sight of this idea to the general collective as a whole. Spirit says, let 3 or 300 of them. Knight of Cups. I just got that I landed on the dollar sign. It's almost like somebody's going to come and offer this big, full seeming glass. But I didn't get a very good arrival approach, sometimes that of a messenger, advances, proposition, demeanor, invitation, and incitement. But what I was getting, it wasn't it's kind of like a immature offer. Something that is like, I don't know, it expires quickly sitting in its cup. Something about a trip to the Keys, something about some keys. Something about fees. Something's been festering. Somebody's stress has been festering because their bills have been festering and their like fees for things have been growing, and they feel like there's just not enough to cover everything. And so maybe that's a message. It's like somebody's going to come in and be like, oh, but I can help cover that. But what's the true cost of it? Like, okay, but at what cost? I'm getting being disillusioned and illusioned. That's the cost. If you accept it, you become illusioned. I've got this feeling inside, can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing the point. I need a coffee and a joint. But for those who don't partake in those things, to me, when I'm reading, coffee equals motivation, joint equals relaxation. Where's the balance? Get some things done, take a rest. Get some things done, take a rest. Get some things done, take a rest. Figure some things out, take a rest. Release some things, take a rest. Something about finding, creating, attracting that sort of a balance. I'm going to read the reversal of the Eight of Cups. Great joy, happiness, and feasting. Ooh. It's almost like for those that have found that balance and or are coming upon it, working towards it, and doing their best. Not being perfect, but giving it your best, giving it your all, giving it the old college try, right? It's like a specific number within, a general grouping, a general collective, a certain culture. It's like, let 3 of them or 30 of them or 300 of them or something, spirit has the number. Let them have great joy. Let them have happiness. Let them partake in the feasting. I like that because we're in the process of having a feast right here, my dears. Stoney soup. I always hope and pray that there's at least a nibble of nourishment for everyone here in some way, shape, or form. But it's like, a deep energy of those that are able to let go of deceptive energies, those that are able to fucking wake themselves up or even allow themselves to be woken. The ones that put in the effort, the ones that put forth the fucking work. No matter how hard it is, no matter how mucky it is, no matter how tired they are, no fucking matter. Just keep moving forward and forward and forward and fighting to keep going forward in the quest. Those are the ones. And I'm almost seeing it's like a third of the population or something. But those are the ones that are allowed to partake in the great joy, the happiness, and the spiritual feasting. Ooh, in the background, you waking up now, well, babe, you hella late. Struggle Jennings, God, we need you now, and Caitlin Curtis. And in this, I do believe he says something about feed them all and leave the recipe, something. So, yeah. Intimidate through fear and force. It's like, no more. No more. It's a revolution from the high up. All right, let's get some oracles. Actually, yeah. Do a little bit of oracle and a little bit of channeled messages. Handmade deck. Messages for the collective. What do we need to add to our Stoney soup for the day? Thank you. Huh. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what that word means. Reverie. Reverie. I'm going to look it up. This deck did not come with its own guidebook unless I download a bunch of things, and I have an old phone, low tech girl in a high tech world. All right, but it makes me think of reverence. Reverie. We're getting there. A state of being pleasantly lost in one's thoughts, a daydream, a trance. So if I look at similar words, which would be like synonyms, it's daydream, daydreaming, trance, fantasy, vision, fancy, hallucination, musing. Ooh, I was talking about muse, was it yesterday? One of the lives? Maybe the day before, actually. Inattention, inattentiveness, wool gathering, preoccupation. That right there, wool gathering, is making me think about pulling the wool over the eyes. It's almost like somebody is either having a lot of wool fucking collecting and collecting and collecting in layers upon their vision, or I'm also seeing on the flip side of that somebody that goes around and literally is like, oh shit, dude, I know how to get that wool off there, hang on, pull it off layer by layer. Something about the layers are created by things like absent-mindedness, lack of concentration, lack of application, being absorbed and preoccupied in things that, yeah, they are the what was that word I used a minute ago? Illusions. There's also in music, reverie is an instrumental piece suggesting a dreamy or musing state, which, man, I tell you what, Spirit is my muse for sure. So that song coming on in the background is beautiful. Excuse me. One big stoner, excuse me for all my coughing. Archaic, it's a fanciful or impractical idea or theory. He defended and explained all the reveries of astrology. State of having pleasant, dreamlike thoughts. Something about dictionary.com says a fantastic, visionary, or impractical idea, reveries that will never come to fruition. State of absorption, absent-minded, dreaming while awake. So what I'm getting from this, she was jolted out of her reverie as the door opened. I want to get just a quick piece of clarity, but I feel like I have just a gentle idea where this may be going. Vision. So one of our words for this is vision. Also, my vision is being drawn to the fact that we have a bunch of numbers. I'm going to grab out the book. $31. Okay. Someone's wondering to themselves, how am I going to accomplish my goals? Why do I want to achieve the goal anyway? And if I don't know why I want to achieve it, then how am I going to do so? Because something about it's very beneficial and it needs to be acted on. Some sort of vision is very beneficial and needs to be acted on. You guys have day, like today's the day. But I also just started hearing Mac Miller, best day ever. Oh, and we also had 34. Oh no, 39, excuse me. Listen to the humming of the 44s. I just opened to page 44. The first word here is watchers. You guys have a spiritual team, but also something about that, I'm being drawn back to that 300. There's 300 watchers. Stoney watchers out there. I like that. All right. What do we have? We had 39. Something about a strap. I don't know what that's about. A strap. Something about a strap fits something. Something about somebody asked someone's cards a question. Like, I don't know, like once in a while I'll be like, you guys can ask my cards a question and I'll tell you yes or no. I do that sometimes, but it's like other readers do it all the time. Somebody asked someone's cards a question. Maybe they asked their own cards a question and they're very upset with the answer that they got from it. Very upset with what they saw. Angry. Anything else? Felt like one flipped, but it didn't. Ooh. Weave fell on my woven sweater. Currents. Cosmic child. Fruit of knowledge. If you feel like you're a little out of your mind, it's okay. The world is mental. Slumber. I feel like that was too quick. Slumber. And rainbow. Maybe it's your time. I know, it ain't that simple. What I'm getting with this, guys, it's an energy of someone has a path laid out for them, woven through time and space itself. And something is presently coming into fruition. Something the universe knows needs to be woken and shown. Don't fear what heals you and stop loving what kills you. That is some deep advice for those that feel like they're trapped upside down and just don't know how to flip it back right side up. Stop fearing what heals you and stop loving what kills you. And yes, you might feel like you're out of your mind, but again, it's in a world that's mental. Some advice from Crucifix. I think the song is called Love What Kills You. Yeah. Sean P. Oh, we had a bunch flip. That might be way too many. I'll see what the general idea is there. Yeah, somebody's been thinking way too much about some seriously bad decisions. Ooh, sharing a light with someone they shouldn't have been sharing it with because it wasn't their light in the first place. It was a light that was being shared with them. And they like fucking siphoned it and gave it away to someone they shouldn't have. And they've been trapped thinking about it. They can't pay attention to absolutely fucking anything. They can't enjoy absolutely anything. All they can do is think about their choices. They can't even remember half of the things, half of the choices. And they've done a really good job at painting themselves out to be the victim in a situation where they are the predator. But someone's not allowing themselves to be preyed upon anymore. They're not allowing themselves to be sucked from, taken from, siphoned from anymore for sake of other people growing their fucking power. No more feeling lost in this. Instead, it's an energy of, oh, I'm gonna go get lost and find myself. That philosopher's stone deep within my soul that is the alchemical gold made from lead. The diamond in the rough, sacredly inside. Someone's on a mission. Many someones, few someones, I don't know. On a mission to go get lost and find themselves and find that part of their soul that they daydream about. The song in the background said, "Just let me clean it," as I'm reading about waves and movement, deep connection to spiritual world, things being out of your control, but that's coming in the reverse a little bit. Many things are in your control, but there are a few that aren't. Don't be insecure about those things, though, because it's all a part of the flow of life. Something is a spiritual cleansing, those currents that we had before. Something to help these watchers level up. Hardcore level up. It's like learning how to take that wool off of their own eyes, then learning how to take it off of other people's eyes, then teaching others how to take it off their own eyes, and then teaching others how to take it off other people's eyes. And then it's like going so far as to take that wool and turn it into a fucking dreadlock business, a fucking sweater company, weave something Alchemical. All right. Closing messages. Get you guys some oracles to close out. What does the natural world have to say to the collective to close out? Top off Stoney soup with a little bit of something sweet for dessert. What's the cherry on the top of our Stoney soup Saturday? Sorry, that was a little loud. We got one. We got one. Light. Amongst all the darkness, there is light. It's there. We might not notice it at first, but oh, it's there. 5. Through the crises, through the challenges, through the obstacles, the light is there. Through it all. It's like that tunnel I talk about all the time. It's not really a tunnel. We know we have to get through. Well, it's the light is there through it all. Through the fog, through the smoke, through it all. What was the word we got yesterday? It wasn't smog. Something. Shrouds. Through the shrouds and the clouds, the light is there. Look for the light to guide you, homies. When you're feeling down or lost, ask for guidance. It shows up in a variety of mysterious ways to remind you that you are never alone. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your support, your love. Until we speak again, my dears. Mwah.